I only got like an hour, not even an hour. I got like 45 minutes to live stream, so I just wanted to cut a flower today. The weather's super gorgeous outside, and it's just one of those days where I want to be outside, and cutting sounds fun. So, that is what we're doing. Oops. Hold on 1 second. It's a little bit windy, so if my pattern starts blowing everywhere. Okay. Let me get you a little more like. I'm like, how do I want to do this? And not that I don't love patterned glass, but it is so nice working with non-patterned glass because you can just literally put the pattern anywhere. So like that, I use the glue or the cut and paste method, I guess. Some people draw their pattern on with a Sharpie. Really doesn't matter, it's totally up to you. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I gotta go get my glasses. Oh, dude, cold? Alright. Whoa, 20 people. There was just 0. I literally went to go get my glasses. Anyways. How do I want to do this one? I'm just going to go straight from here over there. And I just take it nice and easy. They say you want to put like 5 to 8 pounds of pressure when you're cutting. It's like a good amount. If you're not sure, you could always you could take a 4x4 and put it on a bathroom scale, and then just take your cutter and a piece of glass and cut it on the board basically, so you can see how hard you're pressing, if that makes sense. And it is very hard to see my line. Like I literally, oh, there it is. And just go around the curves. This one's a pretty simple pattern to cut because there's not a whole lot of crazy ass curves. They're just pretty mellow. If I can call them mellow. Which one? Which one? Alright. So now you're just gonna take it. So with this one, I'm gonna make a relief cut. Or I could have probably just used my other ones, but I didn't. Too late. I already made the relief cut. And that's just to kind of get it, so it's not applying so much pressure on that one point, and it doesn't bust on you at a place that you don't want it to bust. And sorry, I was gardening earlier, so if my hands are a little dirty, I mean, my nails, sorry. But it was a nice day, and I'm like, I'm gonna do some gardening. Why not? Let me pull you a little this way because I tend to cut more on this side, I think. Okay. Alright, now put those off to the side. What am I doing? What am I making? I'll show you the pattern. I'm making a stained glass butterfly. So it's going to look like that. And then it's going to have some stuff hanging from it, and yeah. Okay, so now that was that color. And I already have the colors set out to the side because I knew I didn't have a whole lot of time. So, next we got this nice blue. That's that one. Sorry, I do have to cut it out though as I'm going because I didn't want to cut it out ahead of time because I didn't want I got 3 different blues I'm using, and I just didn't want myself to get confused on which blue was which blue. So, but it's alright, it doesn't take that much long. Oh, that does though. My bad. Okay. Oh, it doesn't want to. There we go. It's like, it'll tell me, oh, you need to change the camera to a certain direction or something, but it's already that direction. I'm like, you're glitching out. Alright. So take the glue stick. Let's see. And this one does kind of have streaks in it. So I want the streaks to go like, yeah, this way. And what you can see over here is I'm just taking my glue stick. I just have a piece of cardboard like this that I use. That way I don't get glue everywhere because, oh my gosh, after a while, that'll get annoying. Like if you're just using the glue stick on the table. See, okay, so this sticker from this company, I told the lady, I said, If I had one recommendation, it would just be if you guys could get different stickers, because their stickers are like insane trying to get off. They just take a really long time. Baby oil, rubbing alcohol, scrubbing, dish soap. I mean, you got to do the works. She said spray something with ammonia like 3 different times and let it sit for a while. I'm like, damn. Oh, see, there's like a little... I stopped because there was like an edge in the, like a chip kind of in the glass. Not a chip, but just from like when it was produced. It's like a groove. And I just... If you go too fast, you're going to be like, boo! And then your line's going to go all cockeyed. I love that sound. Love it. And that sound. Alright. So I gotta remember, I'm putting my ear glass. And I probably won't have time to finish cutting this butterfly before the live stream is gonna be over, but we'll find out. It's just that I gotta take a video, a couple of videos, so I can list this item. And 3 o'clock is like the time when the sun's hitting just right. So it's like, if it's earlier than that, it's like 10 o'clock and 3 o'clock as of right now. It'll change as the summer goes by, but okay. And I do recommend, be careful, like if you are using a piece of glass and that's your last piece that you're on, like, just be careful when you're cutting your curves, because you'll be really bummed out if you've cut the whole thing almost and then you mess up on the last piece and you don't have any more glass to replace it. That's happened to me. I live and learn. Okay, so that was blue 1. Hold on, I gotta... And then these are pattern shears. See how they have like a gap in them? That's for... It's basically like leaving room for like the solder and the foil. So it's cutting like a certain... Like, we don't use regular scissors. These are just... But they're literally called pattern shears. So if you're looking for them, you can find them. That's blue 2 and blue 2. And I use, when I'm doing mine, I don't use regular paper. I use cardstock, because when you're grinding, it's going to get wet. And honestly, the cardstock stays on a lot better than just regular paper. That regular paper is going to come off like nothing. Okay. Oop, that glue stick's done. Get off. And does this one... No, not really. But I'll put it... Let me see. I'm trying to conserve glass here, so... Just trying to think where I should put it at. That's not going to work. But I can do it like this. Or something like that. Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And then I got to... Okay, so I got it. And And those, I don't want to call them pliers, even though I do always want to call them pliers. But, these are running pliers, and they come in handy all the time. So, like this, yeah. How much of this do I want to attempt to cut? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I've been getting a little better lately, I noticed, so that's good. But, you know, it's still nerve-wracking. And I just kind of go along the edge, yeah, of that line. And just kind of, like, if it doesn't feel like it wants to go, I just kind of, like, work my way along the edge and pop a little bit at a time. And then, matter of fact, I don't know if I want to cut the rest of that right now. I feel like this is gonna chip. So, because I don't want to do that right now, I'm gonna leave it. And I can always come back and do it later, because I usually do, like, if I'm grinding and I end up being like, oh, you know what, that has way too much glass on it, then I'll just go back at that time and deal with it then. But other than that, if I don't want to do it, then I'm gonna just use my 60-bit and grind the shit out of that and grind it all down. All right, that was blue number 2. What are we on? This one doesn't have a blue 3. And the numbers are just how many pieces are in the puzzle. And then obviously the colors are just so I know what color I'm using for that one. This is a super pretty blue. Let me get some of this shit off the table here. Move, move, move. I need to empty this real quick. It's funny, I don't know how I used to cut, but I didn't used to cut like this. I don't think I used to push it. I think I used to bring it, pull it towards me, but then I read that you actually have more control if you push it. So then I started doing that, and I think they're right, because it helped. Of course, that's not why I feel like I've been getting better lately. I think that's just because I've been doing a lot of projects and I've just been practicing, I guess, a lot. And I don't think oh yeah, I did. See, I knew I did a relief cut. Didn't feel like it for a second. I don't know if you can see that, but sometimes, like, when I go like that, you can kind of see where the line is, and it's like busting a little bit. But that's just what I mean by working your way kind of down. All right, that was that one. Now we got clear. Ooh. And I know that one said clear too, but I changed my mind. That one's actually going to be white, so. But this one, $10.50. This one's a really pretty one. And the reason I clean off my board so much is because these little tiny shards will get in there sometimes. And, like, you don't want a piece sticking up when you're trying to cut this because you don't want to break the glass. No, I want it like this, I think. So I'll just put it right here. Okay, and I don't want that hanging off the board because I don't know if that's a faux pas, but it is for me. So, and if I remember right, I didn't really care how this glass broke apart last time. Oh no, that wasn't bad at all. Okay. I probably just suck. Oh. And you always want this little line on here. Mine's all dirty, sorry, but right there facing you up. So you don't want that on the bottom. I'm not exactly sure why, but you can kind of tell when it happens. Like if it flips upside down when you go to like cut it, you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to feel the difference. It feels weird, and it doesn't want to cut. So let's see. All right, let's see how that was. It probably didn't help that last time I was using because this glass is textured. And textured glass tends to want to, like, when you use these guys, to bust it off. Sometimes, just depending, it doesn't want to bust off, like, because these aren't holding it quite, like, flat, you know? Is that, okay. I'm like, I don't think I did it anymore. Don't bust it, Hannah. There we go. It's not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. Sorry, my neighbor's dogs. That means they either are home or they just left. Alright, time to clean off the old tray. Or the cutting board, or whatever you want to call it. We're actually almost done. What time is it? 2:40? Damn, I'm making a hell of a good time. Sweet. I mean, there's really not a lot of pieces to it, so that's the nice thing. What do we got? 16 pieces? No, well, for the center, or for the body, I'm going to do, actually, cabochons, which are those, like, flat-looking marble-like things, or vase fillers, if you want to call them that. I think I'm going to use those for the body, so I don't have to cut any glass for that. I'm kind of digging the pastels lately, so this is another one that's going to be pretty pastelish. Sorry, the wind. And like that, I just try to get them as close to the edge and as close to each other as I can, so I'm conserving the most glass. I still don't feel like I still feel like I waste a lot of glass. Not waste, because I don't waste. I mean, I save like all the little pieces, and they do come in handy. But I mean, I feel like I'm still not cutting it in the most conservatory way, I guess you could say. Man, this one really has. Can you hear, like, okay, I can see it, right? All those little bumps. And this one, right? Yeah. Alright. And I don't know why I always like, see, alright, so I cut this way, but instead of coming up like this from the end that's going to be small, I always go like this, and I feel like it breaks off better. When I come up from the skinny side, like if I were to come over here and break it, it tends to want to break off, just not clean. I mean, that's like the only word I can say for it. It just doesn't break off clean. So I would, you know, like that. Try it yourself if you want. You'll see what I'm talking about. I always say, hey, try it yourself, but maybe that's because I'm somebody that's like, I gotta see for myself. I'm like, it's not that I don't believe you, I just have to see for myself. Alright, and we're down to just purple and white, and then we are done. Nice little 40-minute video-ish, 45. I do that to get see the paper stuck in there. Otherwise it wants to, after, like, it's bunching up in there, and then it wants to cut the paper, so it's like not a clean cut, kind of like folded. I hate that. Oh, that's pet peeve. Can't stand that. Alright, that's light purple, that's light purple, that's, oh, 3 colors, I'm sorry. I knew there was a purple, see? I thought, oh, that's gonna blow away. Sorry, I can't have that blowing away. I don't want to chase him down. Alright, so I'll go with the white first, being that I thought I was gonna do a different color for purple, but maybe, oh, like that. See how it's all foldy? No, I'm almost done. No smoke break. Okay. Let me grab the white. Nope, I want it like that. Man, am I even gonna have room for this one? Wait a second. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna have room, but I better not F it up. Cause it looks like I only got, I mean, I think I got another sheet of white, but. So I'm actually gonna come at it from over here. Just to be on the safe side. Yay! And I didn't get that one very close, but I know I wasn't really trying to yet. Excuse me. And oh, I don't know if I did the edge right there. And in case I didn't, there, now I did. Oops. Oops. Didn't quite cut it there good enough. Yay! Cut a little more off that. All right. Save those. That's all trash. I wish I had a kiln. Then I would just like melt some of this glass down together. All the little pieces. Light purple. Light purple. So like these will do, they're good on like straight lines and curves, but if you get, they're not gonna work. Like I used to try to use those all the time on more like bigger curves, and because I was just being lazy and I didn't feel like I don't know, it just was something I was doing, and then I was like, okay, I stopped doing that, and well, it made such a difference. Moral of the story, don't be lazy. And these guys, that little curve should be on the top, like facing up, facing you. All right, and last but not least, purple. We got 2 left, and that's it, yo. Hold on, I gotta find the purple. Here it is. And you know, I don't even know if this was the color I was gonna use. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, that's it, because these two, I don't know if I want to do the color I was going to do, so I got to brainstorm on what I'm going to do with these ones. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Here's all the pieces we cut. Watch. Woo. Got all those pieces, so we'll take them over to the grinder in a little bit here, but first I got to do some video recording, so thank you guys for watching. What are you even making? Oh, it's a butterfly, so it's right here, stained glass butterfly, and yeah, it just has flowers on the wings. So, but thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Okay.